Well, hello back, part 2. So here we see a little sneak peek of the stem sets that are coming up. And as you can see here, so we have cute little tags. We have great, interesting ideas for cards. And I will show you a little bit more up close what is coming. So number one here is a die. So this is a pretty big card front die. It says here 75%, so this is actually like 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so a quarter card. And here you have the die itself. Then you have an extra stem set for the inside phrases. And then we have a second stem set that contains these two bigger ones. So this could be something just on top of your card. This maybe can go on the inside, so there are a couple different, and here are 4 ideas of how this set is used. I just like, you know, you can, whatever you're cutting out here, you can use these pieces in reverse on a new card or as just add-ons to a card. So it's a really pretty one. And like I said, there's a stem set, this is a whole set, and then this one is separate. Next we have this gratitude, or it's called Harvest Blessings. So this is just a stem set, but again, I think a super cute one. And let me pull this out. Here it is. It's really nice, you know, the grasses you can always use. It's got some really nice phrases on it. This cute little circle, and you can see here a couple times where they used individual pieces. This set is the second one. This comes with a die for this wreath here, and actually you have to color them in, or you can use a stem, you know, and just give it a hint of color, so that's up to you. And a couple of phrases again for this one too. Nice card ideas. All right, and then we have this one here, so freshly picked, a cute set for fall too, you know, with a ladder. We have an apple tree, a box with apples, and then we have a couple of cute phrases. Loving it. And then we have some farm animals. Again, not everybody might use them, but if you have a kid 4-H, I guarantee there's something in there for them to use, or just want to scrapbook some of those interesting pictures throughout the years. This is nice to use. So, and these come with dies. So here are 3 dies, and then the animals are come with a die too, or you can just get the stem set. Next thing, we have a little bit more masculine stems. So this one is called Let's Go, and you can see here this figure, a guy that, you know, you can actually add different items into his hand. So he can either have a basketball or a soccer ball, or, you know, you name it, he can put in his hands. That's why this one is kind of spread out, as you can see here. That is intended to do. We have a couple of cute phrases. So this is a stem set for some of your teenage kids in the house. Then we have some tools, so that always needs some tools, or grandpa. Couple of dice come with this one here as well, and just a cute DIY set to have. Then we have one of my favorite ones, you know me, and background stems. This is one I had to have. There was no way around it. This is just great. So not only did you get the wood planks here, you get a star background, you have a little swoosh, you have a couple of delicate leaf borders, stripes, polka dots, but then we have these cute dots, which kind of reminds me like snow or rain. Whoops. And then we have this crackled look. So this is this one here, right here. And I just love these background things. And if you look in the catalog, you can see, so here's the crackled background. This was the wood grain. Again, here's the crackled. If you see this strip here or here, they actually use these little lines. Here's the polka dot one. We have a couple stars here that comes from this set. So this is one of my favorites from this. You can never have too many background steps or phrases. And this one is one of mine that I had to have. Simply, this is the main thing, but the others are very good too. D2196. So if you're looking for a new interesting background stamp set, this is a great one. Then we have a clock, which is kind of cute too. So you can put together your own time zones and times, and just a cute little set, different fronts, and you can use the circle cuts from the essential book to cut these individual out too and stamp them. Then we have the floral note set, and like so many florals, you can never have too many floral sets. This is a great one too. It comes with 3 dies, and naturally you can leave them just stamped or you can color them in. And regarding the coloring, so we have a couple new coloring tools coming up, which I will show you in the Essentials catalog. So these are really nice, and then you also have a couple really nice phrases: love, sympathy, missing you, with love, and thank you. And this is just adorable and a nice size, so this can go on cards again or on your pages. Here we have a couple of phrases for Thanksgiving. We have a couple cute turkeys. I think I have to have those too. I don't have any turkeys for stamps, but they're kind of, I like this card. So this is really cute made. You have a pumpkin in there and you have a couple phrases. So Thanksgiving, that would be my set to use. All right, now we have a couple of single stamps, so they're a little bit bigger, and they can be used for tags, as you can see from in this case here. Here's the harvest wishes, just a big nice thank you, and this one for Christmas. So each one of them decorates the front of your card, and they're pretty big, so they're substantial, but I think most of them uses a 3x3 block as the biggest, so you get the idea 3x3 how big they will be on your card. But quick and easy to make. A couple strips of paper, a circle, you put in a cup of cheer and a few stems around it, and you got your Christmas card done. See here, this little one there, or this one even. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Super simple, easy, colored in a little bit, and you're done. This one really, I mean, they cut this one out by hand, but and popped it up on the circle, but it really makes it pop, so I like that one too. All right, now we're coming to the cutie stamp sets, as you can see here. So here are a couple ideas of what you can do with it. So our Santa, I think we had the Santa before, I'm not quite sure, but somehow he looks familiar, with a couple phrases. So this is one set here, number 1, and as you can see here, they put it on a card as a tag, so this is a cute combination for that one. We have a small set that says Merry Christmas in the script font, which is really nice. Glory to the God in the highest. This is a nice one too. Did we use it here? No, but this would be one if you have an angel, for example, or just a nice scene, nativity scene, something like that. That would be a nice phrase to put on. And then we have this one here. So this one is a pretty big one, and this is called Holiday Express stamp. And it comes with thin cuts or without. So the thin cuts, it's hard to see here, are these 2 cards. It's the sleigh, it's the car, it's the present, and it's the trees. And then you have all these cute little phrases, and it is a cute set, and I like it here how they use it on the one of the slimline cards. But you can also substitute if you don't want to use. See here how they put this on the page, so you can put your card in the car up front and then the 2 cards in the back. Really cute set. It's just a little bit whimsical, so if you don't want to send a traditional holiday card, Christmas card, that would work. So here are the dies, and then here are the stamp sets, and you can see they're not too big, so for a slimline card they will work individually, or 1 or 2 on a regular card should work too. So this is just a different set from your traditional ones, but I like it. And I know many, when we got to see the catalog for the first time at convention, most of the makers were just on and oohing about it, and I'm like, we have to have this. So this is a cute set to have. So remember, if you want that, I would say don't wait too long. All right, then we have a couple others. So this one is on my list too. This has just a whole bunch of everything, and I like it because this is not typically just for Christmas. You have journaling lines, you have just a frame to build around maybe a journaling spot, you have a tag that you can use, you have a stamp, you have these little houses. The circle, yeah, it says December. This one here I really like because I think on cards as well as on pages, that is a nice stamp. If you haven't seen this, but they actually stamped it here all along on the paper, which is really nice. Then we have a couple dots, stars. We have another different stars and sizes. These are stems. These are stems though. These are trees, but you can also put them together and build, you know, like a almost round circle with them. We have a couple of phrases here, but then we also have like family traditions, feeling, making a list, feeling merry. I mean, the daily story documented by. So there are words in here also that you can use for other occasions than Christmas. We got these wavy lines. Let's review. So I think that's a nice versatile set. Then we have these number sets. They're super cute too. And here you can see a couple where they actually just stamped on cardstock the numbers. I know they're kind of hiding in the background here between the papers. And again, just to point out, so this is from the Good Life paper pack. So the first one, and then the red, and these ones here are all stamped with the numbers. So this even will work for Christmas, not only for, you know, other occasions, but also for Christmas, this paper. And then here, these are round. So years ago we had them like in a square, and this time we have them in numbers. And while some of them are Christmassy themed, others you can use throughout the year for other occasions too, like this one here. So not all of them, or you have to at least, you know, get rid of the typical. I mean, here it's kind of hard. The 16, you had to figure something else out. This one can work. This is just a snowflake. So the 8, you might have to figure something else out as well, but most of them can be used throughout the year. Alrighty, and then we have something really special. So these are all individual pieces, and they come in a variety of options, so you can do whatever you want, but I have the whole set here. So number one, let's start with number one. Number one is the embossing folder. So the embossing folder gives you this really super nice and deep embossed background, which is so pretty. And it is pretty, can I get this out of the package here? It is pretty on white, just plain white too. But I don't know if you can see this, but it is really, it's not too big, it's not too small. It's a nice size poinsettia with the little sprigs in there and the berries. So really pretty. So you can run this to your machine, be done, or you can run it to the machine, and if you use close to my heart cardstock, you can use a little buffer or sanding tool and go over the top, and wherever it was elevated, you can take off the color a little bit and reveal the design a little bit. Then we also have stencils. So the stencils are number 2. And these stencils are really cute. They come in 3 layers. So number 1, let's see here. Number 1 is the poinsettia itself. And do I have a, let me see. I'm just using this book here. So the first one is the poinsettia and the dots. And the nice thing is you can take this after you run your paper through the embossing machine. You can line this up. You can line this up with the embossed image. And that way you only color in the leaves and the berries. So the next thing, you could take this off. And then number 2, we're gonna have all these fine green lines. So these are the veins of the poinsettias, and then also these green pieces of sprigs in there. And when you're afraid and you say, well, but if I put this down and then I go over this, well, it lines up with exactly with your poinsettias underneath. So it covers up like these little dots here that we printed earlier, or that we created earlier. They are covered up. So now it's just in between. You're filling in the blanks in between. And you can do the same thing. You had your piece that you ran through the die cutting machine and embossed your paper, and then you just put this one on top, and you can fill in the leaves and give them a little bit, like you see here, the darker one here. And then the last one would be the one that fills in the holly leaves and the sticks where the berries sit on. And again, it covers everything else up. It just does these little accent ones. So this one layers in 3 ways, and you can use just 1, you can use 2, you can use 3, you can use any one, or you just plain use the embossing folder. It just is a new, nice, easy way to, you know, create beautiful backgrounds on your cards, as you can see here, especially when you use different types of colors of ink. And this is one of my favorites. When I saw this, I'm like, okay, I gotta try this. Like, this one is really pretty. They run it through the embossing machine, and you don't have to use the embosser if you say I don't want the embossing machine. Then you just take your paper, you put down the first stencil, put in the light color for the leaves and the berries. Then you use the second stencil with a darker color, put in the veins and the the sticks here. And then the last one would be putting in the holly leaves here and, you know, the berry sticks. And it is super easy to line up. You just have to make sure, I always write on top of mine, so when I take them out, I make sure they all line up. And then I just in one of the corners I write top, or make a little X or something. That way I know which way around I have to put them on later. Like, here's the leaves, there's the little piece that goes on top of the leaves, and then this one is the first one. So they all line up perfectly. And then we also have a stamp set and a die cut set. So this is the embossing folder, these are the stencils, and then we have this one here is the stamp set and the dies. And the dies are the poinsettias, the leaves, and the hollies, and also this little banner here. And then we have different phrases. So just with this set alone, you can create so many different Christmas cards. You don't really need another set. Because if you look at the different the varieties that they show you here. It's amazing what you can do with just one set. And this is the stem set and the dies. So you get all these dies and then you have your stem sets. And I think that's a very nice versatile set. So that was on my list, and I'm pretty sure many of these have sold out in the past. I know last year's Christmas one we had something similar. It was stencil and embossing folder. They went flying out the door, but this one, even with the poinsettia, I think is a nice set to have. All right, coming to the end. So here we have two super cute alphabet stems. Here's a Dante script, so you can see here, Merry Christmas 2022. We have this one here, which is more like alphabet stem set with Christmas ornaments involved in the stems and the letters, and you can see here how they spelled holidays on a slimline card, or joy. So just keep in mind they're maybe a little bit bigger, but small words you can get on a regular card, or if you take it, you know, horizontally, and then for sure on the slimline cards they will work well. And the script also makes for a nice background if you wanted to create your own. This one is the paper from the Christmas paper, but you can actually use these and create your own background with them. Here we have the Merry, which is also from this set. So there are different ways of using these cute alphabets. And then we have something new that everybody was waiting for, and I know all these years people keep asking and asking. Stamp of the month. Oh well, what is new with that, right? Well, so for September, let's look at the September one first. The September one is a cute set, thoughtful tokens, and it has this film strip. It has some really nice borders. It has some cute phrases, but then I like these ones here and the stamp. They're just so whimsical, and this is something where you can, when you need a little bit extra stamp on a card background or on a layout, just a little bit more whimsical, this is really nice to use. So I'm gonna play with those as soon as I have time these days to use them, and we'll show you what you can do. All right, so this one still, if you're a VIP, you get this for free in September with a qualifying order of $50 in the US. If you're not a VIP, but you're a customer that orders for $50 or more in that month, you get this set for $5. All right, now coming to the set of October. As you can see here, we have these super cute owls from Owl of Us stamp set, and look what it says here, stamp and thin cut set. Yes, you heard right. We finally have matching thin cuts coming with the stamp of the month. It will not happen with all of the stamp of the month sets, but this one particular comes with its own. So here you can see those cute little owls and the branch have a thin cut, and you can do two things. So like traditional, if you're VIP, you get this stamp set for free in the month of October with qualifying orders of $50 or more in the US. If you're a customer and you order $50 or more, a regular customer, you get this one for $5. Now, if you like to purchase the thin cut with it, here's the thing. So the regulations or the rules for the stamp set stay the same for either VIPs or regular customers. And if you want to add the thin cut, you just pay full price for the thin cut alone, which means the thin cut here is, let me see, $22.95. So what does it mean? VIP customers, you order in October in the US $50 or more, you get the stamp set for free, and you can choose to add for $22.95 the thin cuts. If you're a customer and you're here in the US with me, and you order for $50 or more in October, you can get the stamp set for $5. And if you like, you can add the thin cuts for $22.95. Any other customer who does not want to add $50 or not want to spend $50 in October, you can buy the whole set as is with the thin cuts for $37.95. If you just want the stamps, it's $19.95. So nothing changes if it comes to the minimum of qualifying orders, $50 either way. $50 in the month of October, VIP customers get the stamp set for free. Regular customers pay $5 for it. Either of you, if you want to have the thin cuts with it, it costs $22.95 extra. So you still get your free stamp of the month. You're just paying what they would normally pay for the thin cuts. And in this case, I think it's worth because they're so super cute. And here are the thin cuts. So you get 4 owls and you get the branch, and they're just super, super cute. So if you're thinking about doing this, I guarantee you this is gonna be a super popular set in October. So make sure to have your plan ready when you want to order in October, that this one is on your list ASAP, because I am sure this will be one that might sell out. But it's just, so anyway, this is something new to look forward to, that now we have finally matching thin cuts with the stamp of the month. Yay! So look forward to it. All right, and at the end of the book, you just see our current cardstock colors, including the stamp pads and the re-inkers. So these are the colors that Close to My Heart currently offers. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I will link down below to the new book, which will be available at that link September 1st. Otherwise, if you have questions, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. And if you like this video, I appreciate if you give me a thumbs up. Otherwise, I will see you back here with some more information about the Essentials book. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.